What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Misha. What up? What's up, folks?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully your day has been going well. Had one day of work if you're working in the corporate office, or maybe you're still working at home. But hey, at least you had a day off on this Monday.
What it's worth.
Yeah, for what it's worth. But anyways, tonight, we're going to be diving into some topics. What's up, Vanessa? Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Tonight, we're going to be diving into mind control.
And what it looks like.
Okay. Because for some of you, you may not be aware of it, and this can happen in a couple of different scenarios, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're at work, or through family members, or just some stranger you met down the street, maybe a politician. Hey, they may have the same way as well.
Right, probably tricksters.
All right. But before we jump into that, we definitely want to make sure that we say, give us that thumbs up. Okay? Give us the thumbs up. And also, if this is your first time watching us, definitely hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified of any time that we go live and then when we post our videos. And then also keep in mind that not only are we doing videos on our YouTube channel, but we're also doing videos on our website.
Really, really deep, detailed videos.
Yes. And if you hadn't caught the womb healing webinar, part 1 that we did, I know we probably dropped out with a little snippet of it, but definitely if you want to catch the full replay for that webinar, you can definitely head over to our website, become a Royal Twin Flame, and you'll be able to get that full video, and then also get the opportunity to join into our next womb healing class, and then also our next webinar, which is Friday, and we're talking about balancing the masculine and the divine feminine. Divine
masculine and divine feminine energies. Yes. And that's pretty, I like that topic. I really do. You know, really harnessing in on your yin and your yang.
Yes.
Right? And welcome, Angie. Thank you for being here. Indigo Star 144. Welcome.
Yes. All right. We appreciate y'all for being in the building. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. And actually, before we get into it, for any of those who are watching via YouTube right now, if you would like to get a card reading after we talk into this subject of the mind control, you can definitely send your donations via Cashapp, just $10 or more. Or if you just want to share some love to the to the channel, definitely just drop the donation via Cashapp.
Yes, our donations do help with the content creation, the running of everything. So we do appreciate those who do donate to the channel, who sponsor the channel. We're very grateful.
Thank you. All right. So without further ado, let's jump into it because we're talking about mind control. Okay. And here's one of the things that we know when it comes to mind control. There's a kind of a famous saying, but it's not a famous saying. It's just a saying amongst those who pretty much do the mind control, right? And here's a simple statement. Now, it may seem a little bit scary, so just brace yourself, okay? So the saying goes that if I know you better than you know me, then I can influence you. Okay? But if I know you better than you know you, then I can control you. We'll let that sit in for a second.
We're just going to rest that right there. So just take it in. And with that last statement, you can already see how important it is to really know who you are. Because there are plenty of people out there, just because you don't know who you are, it doesn't mean that these spirits out here or these individuals or these entities out here doesn't recognize your light.
Right.
So it's really important for you to really know who you are, recognize your own light, so it's not used against you, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, hold on. I just want to. No, I don't need to do that, so I know when the notification comes in. So let me leave that alone. All right. So yeah, it is very important for you to know who you are, because if you're dealing with people and they know more about you than you know about yourself, then they can control you. That is the first step in mind control.
Right. And listen, if you are being mind controlled, you don't know.
No, you ain't go to. That's the whole thing. You don't know.
It's the whole point of it. You won't be aware that you're being mind controlled.
Mm-mm. You will not. So, but thanks to Chris and Leisha, you're going to get a little bit of an inside scoop as to what this mind control looks like.
Right.
Okay? And this manipulation, which is all, and you know what, this mind control is not so much of gaslighting. Gaslighting is a part of it. So don't get that twisted. We may circle back around to that in just a moment. But just know that mind control and gaslighting are two sides of one coin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So just keep that in mind. All right? She said, tell the people.
Listen, we out here. We trying. We trying. We've been trying for about what, a year and a half now. We've been trying. Our channel got shut down. We still trying.
Yep. Hey, but once again, we just gave you all the first part. If you caught it, one of the best ways for you to avoid mind control is to truly know who you are.
Thanks.
Because once you truly know who you are, then the Achilles heel seems to disappear.
Right. The buttons are not there to press anymore.
Mm-hmm. And first things first, here's what some mind control or some manipulation can come in. Because when it comes to mind control or being able to manipulate somebody, there are three main eyes that are concerning. Okay. The first one is identity. Second one is intelligence. And then the third one is influence. Now, in this community, if your identity is strong, all of the other ones pretty much fall in line. Okay? And what do you mean by that? What do you mean by if the identity is strong? For one, you have to know who you are, right? But once you know who you are and you're confident in that, just say, for example, if somebody says that you're not beautiful or you're not good enough, if your self-identity is strong enough to know that, hold on, I know that I'm beautiful and I know that I'm good enough. What the hell's wrong with you?
Right.
See, when you have an identity that is strong as that, then the influence comes, because most people, unfortunately, are sheeples. Not y'all, though. Not y'all, though.
Hey, look around. Just look around. You know what? And when it comes to mind control, there are a series of techniques. They're techniques. And it's a systematic approach. And it works every time. It's like a rinse and repeat. So if you really, stand in your own awareness, you can see it.
Yep.
I mean, they do it. It's so blatant.
It's right in front of your face.
It's literally right in front of your face. But if you're so covered in worshiping someone, this is one of the techniques that they use for mind control. If you put someone on a pedestal, so high on a pedestal, that's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
That is super, super dangerous. Okay? You should always put yourself on a pedestal. Okay? And even then, not even. Because the you today is aspiring to be, higher and greater than you were yesterday. So each day you're evolving and you're growing.
Yep.
Right? So when you live like this, there are other people who are great. You admire them and whatnot. Cool, but don't put them on a pedestal. They can be used to influence you and also fall, if you want to call it, victim of mind control.
Yep. And we're going to get into it because, for one, like I said, the first one is identity.
Yeah.
When that identity is strong, everything else, the intelligence and the influence, comes into play. Now, but when it comes to really being able to manipulate other people, the second I is one of the most important ones, and that is intelligence. Okay? And intelligence is not book smarts. Okay? Intelligence is gathering intel.
Telling yourself from the inside.
Okay? So, when it comes to somebody being able to influence you and to string you along, if y'all saw the thumbnail, you see the strings being pulled on the little puppet there. Hopefully that's not you.
Oh, boy.
But in that, when you gather enough intel on an individual, you can give them anything that you want. And that person will come out as the hero just because they have enough intel on you. Okay? For example, you go out to the club, ladies, fellas, whichever one, right? And you just had a breakup, right? When you finish that breakup, you may have gotten over it. At this point, you've gotten over your ex. Okay? And you going out and you hunting down for a new one. You got the applications out right now, right? Okay? And you meet a gentleman or a lady, and they start to ask you questions. I'm like, what was your last relationship like? And here you go, like, oh, I was with so and so. He was good for the most part, but he cheated. I was like, oh my gosh, he cheated on you?
Wow.
And he was a kind enough guy. He's a good dad, but he just didn't provide the funds that I needed. Oh, he wasn't breaking that bread off for you? Are you kidding me? Girl, I give you my whole wallet.
And then what they're doing is they're gathering intel. They're gathering information so they can know what to do and what not to do. And that's an easy way of doing a mind control, because now they're doing everything, that the ex was not doing.
Right.
And that's because you already preempt them. You already told them. So, you got to be really mindful of this, because people can use this type of information to manipulate you and to get you to do what they want you to do. So you really have to be using your intuition. You have to use your discernment. You have to really be aware, and to really tell where people are coming from. What is their intention? What is your intent?
Yes.
So don't. It might not be such a wise idea to just go and just spill the beans, like all of it laid all on the table. You want to see where people are headed.
Yeah.
Where they're at. They might come, hey, so what did you not like about your ex? They're trying to see what not to do.
Yeah, you just giving them the playbook.
Or what are some of the things that your ex did that you really liked? So they can know what to do. It's real easy.
Yeah.
So, the kind of questions that people ask you really have to pay attention to these questions, especially, if you're out there and you're in this new dating scene or whatnot. You really have to go out there with some form of high intuition.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, okay, I was wondering what Andy was talking about. Woohoo 17. What is the 17?
Oh, we had 17 people viewing at one point.
Oh, okay. All right. Awesome. But yeah. Now here's the flip thing, because this doesn't just apply to relationships.
No.
When you go to a job interview, what's one of the things that they ask you the most? Like, what do you aspire to be?
This is the one. Tell me a little bit about yourself. That's the one that really you get because it's an open-ended question.
Yeah.
And you have to know how to answer that question. You have to know what they're looking for.
Yes.
So you got to be very mindful. All of this is mind control. They want you to tell them. Yes. So as you're spilling the beans, they're gathering their information, their intel.
Yeah.
And they can know where to put you or if not to put you.
Right. Because just keep in mind, because their identity is already strong, because you already see them as an authority figure, right. Because you're going there for an interview hoping to get a job. And so their identity is strong, number one. Yep. And now they're gathering intel on you while you're at that job interview. Yep. And so whatever holes or whatever you're lacking, then if what you're lacking is a match for that job,
Mm-hmm.
then they are going to then provide you with that thing that you are lacking. Most of the time is money. Okay?
Right.
They provide you with enough money to influence you to do things that you wouldn't normally do.
Mm.
Okay? Like, there's so many things. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. There's so many different scenarios you can go down,
Mm-hmm.
but just know that that's one form of mind control and manipulation.
Right.
Okay? Now, it's a whole bunch of different layers on top of this.
Lots and lots of layers. One of the technique that people use, it's persuasion, right? Persuasion is another form of mind control, because this is an example my baby and I came up with, but we're not going to get political, so I'm not even going to go there. Biden. We're not even going to go there, but if you guys notice the way that he speaks,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people would look at him and they would say, oh, what's wrong with him? Oh, why he can't get his sentences together? Oh my God, my mind hurt listening to him. It's supposed to.
Yep.
Okay? It's another form of mind control. Because when you want someone to do something, or when you want them to think a certain way, the best way to this is one way to do it. It's to confuse the hell out of them.
Yep.
You say things like, you put words together that don't even make any sense, but then,
for example, you got to give them the example. Like, for example, if I were to say, like, you are so smart, like you are going to ace this test. You know, there's unicorns out there in the universe and they're doing all kinds of things, but you're going to pass this test.
I see how you just threw the unicorns in there. I mean,
like, hold up.
Unicorns.
Is unicorns going to help me pass
right,
this test?
Right.
But just you thinking about that sends you into a light trance.
There you go.
And when you're trying to figure out what Joe Biden is saying, especially his main thing talking about, if you don't know whether to vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Right.
Like,
right.
what does me being black have to do about voting for you?
It sends you into a trance. And when you're in a trance, he could come in there and he could throw two other words behind it, and guess what? Gets into your subconscious.
Yeah. But if you notice, just from that comment alone, that's how he got a lot of black people to vote for him.
See, it's really accepting messages. Like, it's the layers, the sub layers. So when you accept something, you think you're accepting something, you're not really sure. And even with intentions, because listen, our mind is super powerful.
Very powerful.
So someone can come with you with an intention. The intention is held in here. And the words that they're saying, you know, you might perceive the words completely different than what they're intended, how you're intended to receive it. So because they hold that intention and you receive whatever they're saying, you're not even paying attention to the subliminals.
Yeah. So you gotta catch it. Let's give you an example. We're gonna give you an example, okay? So this is why you have to find out what people's true intentions are, right?
Yep.
So let's say a dude comes up to you, or a girl, once again, somebody that you're attracted to comes up to you and they say, oh, would you like to go out to dinner with me? And so that's what they're saying out their mouth.
Right.
But in their mind, they're thinking, do you mind if I punch you around and kick you around the house a little bit just for fun? That's what they're thinking in their mind.
That's the intention behind it.
And once again, you have to understand that the subconscious not only does it pick up verbal words, but it also picks up energy.
Yes.
And if you say yes to that without knowing the full intention of what the whole night is about to entail, then you accept it getting kicked around a little bit. Hopefully you're not. You
accept the whole underline in the front. So there's we just giving you this information so that you could know that mind control is a real thing.
Yeah.
It is not like conspiracy theory. No, it is a real thing. And people use it all the time in everyday life. And, I know a lot of women, a lot of sisters, and even brothers also, when you start studying and you start learning and you start raising your vibrations and you start feeling more intellectual and more intelligent and more connected, you want to start hanging around more intellectual individuals. You want to start hanging around more intelligent people. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a beautiful thing, because you want your vibe attracts your tribe. But one thing I want you to realize is that intelligence, while it's a beautiful thing, it's also a tool. And you have to really use your discernment and really lock into your intuition. Not saying to be paranoid, okay? But there is a little voice on the inside that a lot of us don't pay attention to. That's our internal GPS, and we shove it to the side every day.
Speak to that. Speak to that.
Oh, no, that's not possible. Get out of here. Okay, that's your internal GPS. You need to listen to it because it's really there to guide us. That's like us turning on our Siri. We heading from let's say we in Florida and we're trying to get to Texas, and we already put the GPS in. The directions is there, and they're telling us to turn left, and we didn't shut the thing off. Like, you getting on my nerve. You talking too much.
Yeah.
And now you lost.
Y'all know y'all done it. That navigation keeps saying
reroute, reroute,
recalibrate,
recalculated route, recalculated route, and you're like, you know what? I can't take this thing anymore. That's what we do to our inner voice,
right?
Because it's not sending us in the direction that we think that we want to go. All right, so we have to start paying attention to our inner voice. That's still in a strong thought form. We have to start paying attention to it, because when we do, we don't fall prey to these type of situations.
And you know what? I can't say the name here. I don't even know how you say this. One thing about the MK Ultra program is that it has nothing on the psychology and the NLP technologies that are available, because the MK Ultra thing was more about really. That was one way that they were actually trying to force the mind control, right? They were trying to really force it in there, like, get this to stick. But because of the way that it was done, okay, think of the movie Inception.
That's a good example.
Okay, the reason why MK Ultra didn't work as well as they intended it to, as far as the way that they were going about it, because they've then switched up things, and part of what we're talking about is what they are doing now. But when you think about Inception, you have to get the most simplest form of an idea and get it to be planted in the subconscious and allow it to grow organically
on its own to make that person feel like this is my idea.
Right. And so, like, for example, the statement that I made the other day about how smart you are, how you're going to pass the test just because it's a unicorn out there.
It ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Okay. But one of the things that your subconscious more likely held on to is that you're going to pass this test.
Right.
And so subconsciously now you're going to go through and play out whatever that is that you need to do to pass that test successfully. Now, that is a positive way to use this tool. There's also a negative side to that, because I could have easily said something else, and actually, because I know the power of it, I'm not going to even
don't even speak to that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to put together a scenario that would be on the opposite of that.
Right.
Because I know the power of the subconscious.
And power of words, because words literally create worlds. When you think of words, they're super, super, like, think about it. In the, we're not like Christians and none of that stuff. No disrespect to people who choose to do that stuff.
But we got something to say about that in a moment.
But we don't do that. But even in the Bible, it says in the beginning, the word, it's like sound, the spoken word. So sound is very important.
Right.
They create our reality. They create words. So you really got to be mindful of what you're saying. So we're not going. We powerful. Like we
know how powerful we are.
We create stuff.
Yes.
Through our words. So we just want you guys to be aware, so that you don't really have to sit down and torture yourself listening to Biden and wondering why you feel so confused, and or anyone else for that matter.
Right.
If someone is talking to you and you feel confused, stop listening to them.
Right.
Wow. Don't continue to feed something or listen to something that is not serving your greatest and highest good.
Right. Now, some other things to keep in mind. So right now, we kind of recapped that that if you want to avoid being controlled by anybody else or any other type of entity, the first things first is that you have to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are and your identity is not strong, then you run the risk of being controlled.
Very easily.
Okay. Secondly, is that those individuals that you're dealing with, you have to know their intentions, because a lot of times they're just gathering intel on you.
Yes.
So that they can then influence you and, even worse, control you.
And manipulate you. So pay attention to the questions that people are asking you. Again, I know that you feeling yourself, you're doing good, you want to hang out with all these intellectual individuals and stuff like that now. Right. Pay attention to these intellectuals. Pay attention to these intelligent people or these high vibrational people. Pay attention to the questions that they're asking you. Ask yourself, why are they asking me these questions? Take your own notes.
Yes.
Right? Don't spill the beans all in one night.
Yeah. And, question everything.
Yeah.
Question everything. All right? But the next thing that we want to kind of jump into, as far as when it comes to the mind control, is that a lot of people don't know how much they go into trance on a regular basis.
I have no idea.
Okay? Because if you've ever driven home and you don't know how the hell you got there, you were in a trance.
I know that happened to me so many times. Like at one time I had to sit down and really ask myself, wow, this is happening way too many times. Like I'll pull up at the driveway and I'm like, hold on, I don't remember what road I took.
And another thing is, actually I got two more for you. The other one is, if you've ever watched a television show, and if you watch one show and then you watch a second show, by the time you watch the third one, you don't even remember what the first one was about. Sometimes you don't even remember the one you just watched was about. Okay? You were in a trance.
Right, and I bet you there's probably a song that got stuck in your head while watching that stuff that you can't even get out your mind, though.
And so the last one is that, now these are just examples to actually show you that you go into a trance on a regular basis. And if you're just in this trance and you are not aware of it, you can't come subject to these people who are trying to do diabolical things to you.
Right, because the subconscious speaks a whole different language than the conscious mind.
Right.
Sigils, symbols, trauma, repetition. This is how our subconscious works. This is how it records information. And it recognizes sigils and symbols. And people who are into mind control, they understand about these. They don't care about your conscious mind.
No, they don't.
They just push the curtains back. Nope, not trying to talk to you. Let me get back there.
Right. And in just a moment, just hang tight with us, because we want to circle this around and tell you why is this so important in the twin flame community. Why you need to really be aware of this.
Yes.
But the third thing is, if you've ever been on your cell phone and you don't know what's going on around you, or somebody has said something to you, like you on your phone, you doing this, like, huh?
Right. Trance. Sucked in.
Okay. And when you are in that trance, that is your mind is vulnerable. Okay. Your mind is vulnerable. And so we're saying this so that you are aware of it.
Yes.
Okay. We're saying this so that you are aware of it, because the reason why this would also be something that is something you need to pay attention to as far as when it comes to the twin flame community, which is that a lot of people are stating that they met their twin flame,
Right.
and the one that really concerns me, maybe because I'm just old school, is that the ones who are meeting their twin flames online.
And never met them, been in a relationship for about a year or two, but they've never really met them.
Right. And so, and once again, I'm old school. If I can't see you, I'm not about to have a relationship with you and you all the way across the world. I need to see and hug you. I have physical needs. I can't fulfill those physical needs online.
Right.
Okay, so that's just me. I'm just old school. But here's the thing. If you just think about everything that we just said up until this point, that if the person's identity is strong and they get enough intel on you, then they can either influence you or control you.
And manipulate you.
Okay? And so in the twin flame community, everybody is out here telling they mess. Like everything that's going on, you have just
all out there. And so these people out here who know how to mind control, because I mean, we literally living in an age of information.
Yes.
Where information is at your fingertips. And truly, truly, truly in this times, you can say that ignorance is a choice. So if you want to be ignorant, or if you want to be not so smart, this is a choice that you have.
Yes.
Okay? If you want to really learn and you want to know more, you have that choice also. So this is the first time where being, ignorant, which is ignoring the facts, is a choice.
Yes. And please don't get it twisted as far as, oh, but we meet in the astral plane.
Oh, this is a big one. Very big one.
Unless you have actually trained in the astral plane, which is a whole nother level, I wouldn't trust that too much. Because there are some way advanced people who know how to go in and out of the astral realms. And they may just see you in your little world and they come down there and have a little fun. Because if you saw the webinar that we did about astral travel, one of the phenomenons that happen in astral traveling is that an individual can project what they want you to see.
Yeah.
So if you've been posting stuff about your twin flame, you've been putting up pictures on them, or you've been describing your twin flame to other people, and then they know how to get into the astral world, and they know what your image of your twin flame is, they can then project that image to you.
Yeah. So you want to be very mindful. Be very mindful. Use your discernment. Really pay attention to your intuition and know who you are. Spend time with yourself.
Yes.
Know who you are, because when you shut the noise out, because especially a lot of us are highly sensitive, right? So if you're always around people, you're always in the energy field.
Yep.
You're always picking up on their vibration. You're always picking up on what their experiences, what they're going through. So
appreciate your Cashapp.
If you constantly picking up, thank you guys. See, I was in a trance.
It's a good trance.
Yeah, it's a good trance. So if you're constantly around other people all the time, you're not really getting to spend time in solitude to really connect to your divine. It's just too much noise, too much happening. So we need to make time for ourselves. Like, I run away to spend time with myself. I got 2 dogs. I got 4 kids, my baby, and then my son got a girlfriend. So sometimes it gets really busy, and I run away.
Yeah.
I run in the backyard. I hide.
Go to the garden.
I go to the garden, go in my little tent. Like we all have to have that time for yourself where you're alone.
Yes. And that is really important that you just mentioned it, especially about the different fields.
Yeah.
Because once again, there are people out there that are way more advanced in these etheric fields and these 7 subtle bodies than you.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. They study these things, and some people they study them to be malicious.
Yes.
And there's some people who study because they really truly want to know.
Mm-hmm.
They really want to make a difference. They really want to help.
Yep.
But guys, we will be really, in this fluff land if we think that there is this benevolent energy here, but there is no yin to the yang.
Yeah.
It's always a yin to the yang.
And we would just be ignoring the fact that we know about the 7 Hermetic principles. And one of those 7 Hermetic principles is that everything has its polar opposite.
Yeah. So if you if you consider yourself to be like this super nice person who's so heavenly and you're so light and you don't poop and none of that stuff, there is just as much as you think that you're kind and you're loving and you're light and you're I'm a butterfly and all of this stuff. Okay, there is a yin to that yang, which is just as light as this is. That yin to that yang is going to be just as dark. That loving, caring, floaty, the evil or whatever is going to match that.
Yeah,
there is a yin to every yang.
So you have to be honest with yourself, because I'm a light worker. I love people, and most of the times I'll go out of my way to do things for people.
Right.
But I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
Okay? I've been in these streets.
Put them up.
And so you will catch these hands. I don't need no weapons.
Put them up.
Believe that. Don't need no weapons. These hands gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, we're gonna tone it down now, babe. We're gonna tone it down. So what we was trying to say is there's a yin to every yang, okay?
Yeah.
So don't get fooled in these streets, right?
No.
Like when I was a little girl growing up, I was always suspicious of people who were just so super nice and just like a yes man, or yes woman, whatever, a man, a woman. So I was always suspicious of them, like, really interesting. And they always it takes some time, and then sometimes you get to see their yin to their yang, and you're like, oh, okay, well I knew it was in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's really good to understand that both exist and really try your best to try to stay in the middle as much as possible, so you're not swinging too far.
Yes.
Messing yourself up too much.
Now the last thing that we're gonna talk about here, as far as when it comes to this mind control and being in a trance state and not even know it. As soon as we go into this, then we're going to go into those who put in the request for the card reading. So we thank you once again for your donations for the card reading. And we are so honored and humbled to be able to tap in with you. So just thank you for everybody who is requesting those cash apps. So the last thing to go into is that one of the ways of the mind control, another technique, is linguistics.
Oh, yes.
Okay? If you don't know about linguistics, you need to get into it.
You got to know.
But above that, it's also the cadence in which people speak. Okay? Because if you notice, look, I'm just being transparent here, right? For the most part, the way that we talk to you all on YouTube and all the other platforms that we're on, this is the way we talk every day. Okay? We don't switch up our tone or anything of that nature, or switch up our speed. This is the way we talk on a normal basis. But one of the ways to put somebody into a light trance, and then once they're in that light trance, then you can plant those little seeds. Thank you once again. You can plant those little seeds to then allow those seeds to grow organically in those individuals. Okay? Now, when you get in situations where you have people talking in that
trance,
that pastor
trance, and then you notice the collection bowl comes up, and then you notice they talk about certain scriptures, and then for the whole week you notice that you got a certain thing on your mind, you're in a trance.
Yes, they planted a seed in there.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna go in there because it's a little fun for me to go into it. So just
Really?
once again, like, not, you know what? Not only is this the church setting, but this is the love and light community setting.
You know what? That community, man.
That love and light. I'm sorry. Please do not associate us with the love and light community.
I mean,
Okay.
we embrace love.
We embrace love.
And we understand that light is needed. Okay.
But we also gangsters in these streets.
But we understand that there is a balance to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. It's like having a battery cell, and you talking about how you trying to get some power from this battery, but you're not acknowledging the negative side of the battery. You're plugging in the battery to the remote or to the flashlight or whatever you're powering up, and you're not putting in the negative end. You're only putting in the positive end. You're not going to get no power.
No.
Nothing is going to turn on because you're out of balance.
So
completely out of balance.
With that being said, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Who's that, Maria? Thank you so much.
Maria.
Thank you so much for your super chat. We appreciate it. But yeah, so this particular cadence, this preacher type cadence, is not only used in religious sects.
No.
It's also used in the love and light community. It's used in the Moorish community. It's used in the Islamic community. It is just an induction to hypnosis.
Yeah, and you just have to be mindful. Again, we're not trying to get y'all to be paranoid and stuff like that. That's not it. It's just that
get you aware,
heighten your awareness to realize what's happening. And it's not about judgment where we're going to be judging. Oh, you're trying to mind control. No. It's just a matter of you recognizing what's happening so that you can choose.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what's going on. I think I'm not going to partake in it.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay in my sovereignty and make my decisions. If you want to help someone, yeah,
go right ahead.
Go ahead and help them. But the thing of it is, when people are manipulating you, when they're tricking you, coercing you, into getting you to do things, this is where the problem begins.
Yes. And
there are just certain tactics that you can pick up on so that you don't have to fall victim to these situations. If you notice somebody's talking to you in a certain cadence, like, my baby was saying fast cadence, and it's different cadence, but you can pick up on it if you pay attention to it. And then you notice that they're asking you certain questions, and it's just a series of things to pay attention to.
Yeah. Because, okay, I'm just going to break this down real quickly, and we're going to get into the card readings. Once again, Maria, thank you so much for your super chat. Okay, so the cadence thing is like, it's like real slow, like real soft, but then they pick it up and then they go a little bit faster, and then they go into that, but then they come back down, and then they get you to confirm, like, can I get an amen?
Right.
Can I get an ashe?
Right.
Can I get a gosh, I forgot the other one.
Say something. Let me hear you say something, and then they have the keywords and you repeat it. So you just got to pay attention. I mean, if you like it and you with it and it's cool, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's always good to be aware of what's taking place instead of just being in there like in a zombie state, not knowing what's happening.
Right. And just know that when they get you to say that amen or ashe or
a woman
or anything like that, that is what's called like it's an anchor point.
There you go.
Okay. It is an anchor point, and this is a terminology. If you look into NLP, and and one of the things we just realized is that NLP has a light side
and a dark side. A real dark side.
A real dark side.
A real dark side that is used on people every single day by the people who are governing your mental.
Yes. So if you look up that term, anchoring, in the NLP community, you will know that anchoring is a way of planting that seed in the subconscious.
That's right.
Okay? And here's two things before we get into this card reading. First thing, is that once you know what's going on, two things can happen. For one, you can empower yourself and realize, like, hold up, if they're able to plant seeds in my subconscious, couldn't I plant seeds in my subconscious?
Hello.
Couldn't I tell myself that I am thin and I'm beautiful and I got this slim waist, big hips, you can put those things into your subconscious to then get the outcomes that you want.
Exactly.
Okay? And then secondly, you recognize that somebody's playing games with you.
Mm.
And then you ask yourself, who created this game?
Mm.
Now, if you know that you didn't create the game, then did anybody tell you the rules for this game?
All right now.
So then it now comes to mind like, hold up, okay, I'm playing somebody else's game and I don't even know what the hell the rules are. I don't know if I'm playing chess or checkers.
And you don't even know when the game started.
You didn't even know you were in a game.
You don't even know if you first quarter, second quarter, or last half.
Yeah. So with that being said, once you recognize that it's a game, and if you feel uncomfortable in that game, then you can then take your ball, which is yourself,
there you go,
and go somewhere else.
Just leave. Dip set.
And please don't play no games with these people.
No.
These people are professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They are professionals.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know that you haven't built yourself up to deal with this type of
mind
tools,
control and techniques,
then take a seat,
yeah,
move somewhere else, and gather yourself and gather your own intel, gather your own information, mostly about yourself.
Yeah.
And then nobody can do anything to you, because one thing is for sure is that, for one, nobody owns you.
Nobody owns you. And listen, guys, nobody can't make you do something that you don't want to do. That's another one of their techniques that they use. They try to make you feel like you don't have a choice. And they'll tell you things like this because they know they can't force you to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
These mind control people. So what they'll do is they'll say, you know what? If you don't do X, Y, and Z, then you can't have A, B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to try to make you feel like you can't live without A, B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But last time I checked, A, B, and C wasn't oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And even if A, B, and C was oxygen, you're forever.
Yes.
Like the beef with Cardi. You're forever. Yep. Okay? You're not going anywhere.
Yes.
You have a soul. Well, for those of us that have a soul, we're not going anywhere. We're here forever. All right? So we always have a choice. We're not going to let anybody mind control us into tricking us into making decisions, by manipulating us to making us feel like we don't have a choice. We always have a choice. Yes. We are sovereign.
Yes, yes, yes. And yes, I see a couple of people in the chat trying to figure out how to spell anchoring. But who is this right here? It's Stephanie. I guess it's Stephanie. She's the one that got it right. Yeah, it's called anchoring. Yeah. Anchoring is a technique.
It is a technique.
It is a technique in hypnosis and NLP practices. Yep. Anchoring can be used to install. It's literally, they use anchoring to install behaviors, whether it's a good behavior or bad behavior. It is used to install behaviors in the subconscious, yes. And Angie, to answer your question, yes, if you do put a question in the Cashapp, we will answer that question in the Cashapp as well.
Absolutely.
Okay? Awesome. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into these card readings. We first got Amber up on deck. And then we have Sierra.
Sierra is transforming.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so let's see. And if you guys have any questions in the meantime about what we went over, because we know we covered quite a lot,
yes,
just go ahead and put it in the chat. If you want to super chat, that's fine. If you want to cash app, that's fine. We appreciate all donations because it does help, with the content. Like we were able to go and we got NLP certified,
Mm-hmm.
and we were able to. We do a lot, with the donations that we receive, and it's really just so that we can keep bringing this content
Mm-hmm.
to help to empower and improve this world, one soul at a time, one person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
We keep evolving every day. We keep rising and we keep evolving.
Yes. And just
All
know,
right.
because a lot of what we just went over is a lot of surface stuff, but just keep in mind.
It's some surface stuff, just basic everyday things that you can pay attention to, just nuggets. If you want to dive deeper into it, you can. It's called Dark NLP or Dark Psychology 101. If you guys want to really learn more about it, it will help to empower yourself so that people are not taking advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we do dive deep. We do a lot of deep dives on our website. We do webinars. We do have quite a few that we've already done. If you guys would like to become a Royal Twin Flame on the website, that's beautiful. But you get to see all the webinars that we did, including the tantric sex. That was very detailed, very helpful. We did astral projection. We even did one that helps you to get to know who you are. Because a lot of people don't know, they say that I'm the body, but you're not the body. It's your body, right? This is my body, right? And even my brain, you're not your brain, it's your brain. So we're trying to get you to really know and start learning who you are. Not your tools that you have to navigate this realm of reality, but who you are.
Yep.
All right, so let's go. So we have
it is Amber first.
Amber, beautiful. Amber is orange. So we have Amber. We're gonna do 3 cards, Amber. We usually do one from the ancestral pack. I call it. Ooh, girl, you about to do some transformation. Moldavite don't play with nobody. Listen, we have to rest our Moldavite down. His Moldavite ran away from him.
I think it actually went into me.
Moldavite disappeared. So you got a Moldavite. So you're going to be doing some transformation. This is beautiful. Because Moldavite represents transformation. Like big transformation. Literally moving from one phase to the next.
Oh, she said orange is her favorite color.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, you got some green in your scene right now because Moldavite is green.
And Angie, definitely keep that identity strong because that is the first thing. When that identity is strong, can't nobody do nothing against you.
Nope. Not even if they try, not even if they pray to Caesar Borgia, it's not going to work. Because you are strong and rooted in who you are. You know you're not the body. You know you're not the mind. You know you're not the labels that society gave you. And you truly know who you are. Your divineness. Okay? Here we go. So we have, I'm going to do the heart one first.
Yes, so this one says, accept the key to inner peace.
Ooh.
At times, we must accept things as they are.
Wow.
There is no point of trying to change that which is beyond our control.
Wow.
Well, I tell you, these cards don't be playing around.
They don't play with nobody. Listen, and this one is Moldavite. Like I told you, this is a metamorphosis. Okay? This means transformation. Moldavite was created when a giant meteorite slammed into Earth some 11 million years ago. All right? Fusing the power of the cosmos with that of Mother Earth. So for self-understanding, it says you're a child of the stars. Oh, you visiting? What's up? and find the environment of Earth heavy and inert. Moldavite rises your vibrations within flooding cosmic light so that you feel more at home. You are in a search for the inner grail, awareness of your divine origins. Release ingrained beliefs to make way for spiritual metamorphosis. So you're going through a transformation and awakening, which is beautiful. Detach yourself from mundane issues. Don't worry about the polytrixes and stuff like that.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, that's an illusion. You're going through a spiritual transformation so dramatic. Dramatic changes occur as you reach beyond your limits. So you're literally pushing through. It says, talk to your soul to check the outcome of present actions. Transcend time. Avoid sowing seeds of destruction. Fertility and good fortune awaits you. Okay? You are far more than a physical body. Wow! You see, you can't make this stuff up. What I just said, okay? Harmony at all levels creates your well-being. You are not that body. You are a cosmic being, okay? And it's funny because the card that you got was self. So you're really going through some type of transformation, okay? I am, okay? It says here, establish a unique and individual identity. Be free of definitions and labels. You have unlimited potential, literally. And also, really, this is time to really start thinking about how your past has shaped you now, right? Your past experiences. And who you are is for you to determine, not nobody else. Okay? And check to see, are you trying to fit in with the crowd? If so, you don't have to. Know who you are, okay? And also, who do you wish to become in this life? You're on a path of love and expansion. Let go of the herd mentality and think for yourself. Stand in your truth, okay? The self card is a sixth of the reasons for being. It signifies the importance of establishing a unique and individual identity that is free of definitions and labels and embraces your unlimited potential.
Because you have unlimited potential. You see how awesome you are? And why it's so important for you to know who you are? You are unlimited potential.
That means it's unlimited. That means it never runs out.
Never runs out.
Wow.
Never.
That is beautiful.
All right.
I like that a lot.
So next up is Sierra.
Sierra is transforming.
Yes, she is.
All right. Let's see what your ancestors got for you on this beautiful day. Let me light some sage so we can clear up the energies. And get Sierra. So what y'all got going on in the chat? Anybody got questions?
Yeah, if y'all got any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Or you can send the donations via Cashapp and we'll still answer those questions either way.
Yes.
Because our whole thing, ooh, wow, look at that, y'all. God, that's, yeah. Hey, Sierra, you on fire, girl.
Oh, my. My.
Jeez Louise.
Got a lot of fire energy coming out here, Sierra.
Yes, and Amber, you are so welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amber. Go ahead and go through your metamorphosis. I'm pretty sure great and beautiful things are ahead. Sierra, look like you got two cards. You know, sometimes I don't block the cards. I just let them come. Sometimes people, I remember one time Charlotte got 6 cards. It's whatever the ancestors want you to have, okay? I'll be saying 1, but sometimes you get more than 1. Ooh, malachite, green. Y'all got some green energy going on. We got some twin flames in the house. Got a lot of green energy. So we got malachite. Malachite is
her cards like Sierra, these cards that we're gonna go over in just a second. Each time I went to one of the page, the book just opened to those cards. Like I didn't have to search them. I just opened like, oh, okay, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. Go on, baby. You got this one. I'm getting her heart card together over here.
Oh, okay.
Go on and read her. Tell her what the ancestors are saying. What messages coming through from the ancestors?
No, we can wait on that.
You want to wait on the ancestors? All right. So let's do this one. Soulmate. So for your heart.
So soulmate.
This is for the heart. Okay.
Okay. So it says that your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Behold this, and they will manifest physically.
Ooh.
So once again, your soulmate is already with you in spirit, Sierra. Believe this, and they will manifest physically.
On now, and check this out. What was the topic all day today? Right? It's mind control, right? Through what? The subconscious mind.
Yep.
Check this out, Sierra. Malachite is a representation of the subconscious mind.
Ooh.
You can't make this stuff up, man. I don't want y'all to say, Leisha, making stuff up.
Like it's in there.
See that? The subconscious mind.
Oh, my finger on it.
Can't make stuff like this up, man. Okay? Did we go out of rhythm again?
Oh, is it doing it again? Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so malachite brings to light ingrained programming and toxic beliefs.
Wow.
An amulet against pain. This is a
Tip two.
powerful stone for emotional transformation. It stimulates the survival instinct. Okay? Wow. Self-understanding. Unconscious programs or belief cause psychomatic dis-ease. Go willingly into the depths. Therapy may be needed. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. Go where angels fear to tread to bring back insights for your own healing and that of others. Explore your depths. Okay? Danger threatens. Not all is as it seems. Stand firm in your power. Have no fear. You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces of powerful minds that manipulate you. Learn psychic protection. Take a course to call up past life skills. Spread your wings. Do not become embroiled with a charismatic man. Detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions. Wow, she got the emotion card. Detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions, and recognizing deep psychomatic causes of dis-ease are a path to well-being.
Oh, your ancestors coming for you.
Wow. Girl, your ancestors is coming through. Through, baby.
So which one you want to do first?
I'm going to do, wow, and you got a new beginning. I am so finito. Ace of Earth, okay? Ace of Earth, wow. It says here, when the Ace of Earth appears in your reading, it represents a time of change and new beginnings on the career or home front. This change is driven by a desire for financial security and independence for yourself or for those for whom you are responsible. It is time to make preparations and plans for the future so that you are not challenged or placed under stress by the changes that are coming. We got good changes coming, Sierra. It says, what do you want to do with your life? What career path will you allow? What career path will allow you to both meet your responsibilities and be fulfilled? So this is time to start asking these questions. Are you more interested in financial reward and seeking a vocation or career that will stimulate you and make you happy? So think about that. Think about what you want to do. And the next one is the emotions, right? So this is just confirmation from the ancestry card. It says, keep in mind all emotions are necessary. Check out how you're feeling, okay? How is it influencing you? Use your feelings to elevate your situation. I always say that our feelings, our energy that is in emotion, is a tool for us to use. It is not to have us going in all different directions. It is for us to know energetically where we're at so that we can know where we're going. Okay? So use it as a tool. It says, do not prejudge the present based on the past. So you might have had some experiences in the past, but that's the past, okay? Practice acknowledging your feelings. So pay attention to your feelings. They're going to tell you a lot. Fill your day with laughter. Step back and detach emotionally. Positive emotions open you up to learning. Okay? Repressing emotion creates dis-ease. So don't do that. Don't suppress your emotions, okay? Be with them. Sit with your emotions. See what they want. See what they're telling you. All right? Pay attention to them and then release them with love and appreciation and gratitude.
There you go.
Address symptoms of emotional repression. So if you're repressing emotions, go ahead and let them come up to the surface so that you can let them go with love.
Yes. Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
All right. So we have another successful live. We appreciate all of y'all for being in here in the building with us.
Yes, thank you.
Once
guys.
again, if you're not aware that we are on Instagram, definitely follow us on Instagram at twinflame_unite. You can also find us on Facebook. But if all else fails, you can go to our website at twinflamesunite.com and check out all of the videos that we have on there, all of the webinars that we've done thus far. And yes, the astral projection one is on the website if you want to learn a little bit more about astral projection. And that astral projection is just the beginning of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we are looking for some people who are really serious in this whole astral projection thing. Because if you're truly serious about it, then we can actually go into the deeper depths of astral projection. But that's only if you're serious. So if you're serious, join the website, let us know, and we'll get it on and popping.
Yes, and thank you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. Please feel free to share the video, and for those of you who are here, just give us that thumbs up. Because we do notice some strange things happening with our channel. Some people being unsubscribed and they didn't unsubscribe. You know, they're not getting notifications. So make sure you have your notifications turned on so that when we go live, you'll be notified. And if you feel that this video is helpful for someone, go ahead and share the video. If you haven't been a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, to our channel. We do appreciate you and welcome you. And again, feel free to join our Royal Twin Flame. We do have a Royal Twin Flame on YouTube as well as on our website. Okay, the Royal Twin Flame on YouTube allows you to get free card readings whenever we come on if you're Royal Twin Flame, and some other little benefits that come along with it too, like we meet up,
exclusive videos.
Yeah, you see exclusive videos, discounts to our website. So it's a few perks to be a Royal Twin Flame on YouTube, but the Royal Twin Flame on the website gives you access to all of our webinars, and they're very deep and detailed webinars. Some things we can't talk about,
can't divulge on this platform
because they take our videos down. So in order to avoid that, we just said we'll put all that good juicy stuff on our website, and who wants to come, it's there for them.
Yep. All right, so I think we pretty much covered everything. Once again, we do have the webinar on Friday about balancing the masculine and feminine energies within. Definitely unlocking all of the codes so that you can step into your full power. And at the end of this month, we'll be going to do part 2 of the womb healing. The first one was it was really amazing. Got some breakthroughs going through there, and hopefully those who are watching that were on that webinar, remember, you got some homework to do.
You got homework.
You got homework to do because we're going to ask you about it. But other than that, I think we pretty much covered everything. And don't forget, if all else fails and you don't know which way to go, definitely book a session with us. Because our main goal is to help you to uncover the issues, and not so much just the issues, but also find out the root issues, and then provide you with practical information, practical steps to solve those and move forward to your wholeness. All right. So with that being said, anything else, my love?
Nope, that's it. Come become a Royal Twin Flame on the website. Get a look at those webinars that we did. Guarantee that you would love them. You'll find them very informative, really help you in your transformation.
Yes. So we love y'all.
We love you guys. Peace.
Peace out.